First down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 74 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Just like that.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady going deep here for Edelman. Trying to squeeze it into Edelman, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Edelman was the intended target. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Got a man. It's Brown. Now Brown, oh, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations, big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 3.
On 2nd down, Michel. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And they will run it with Michel. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Michel on an island by himself in the backfield. 2nd and goal.
53, Mike.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. Now Brady on the bootleg. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. Mayfield got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he is going to have the 1st down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Mayfield flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on. And as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right? Yeah. Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback. And
blitz coming, and down he goes. Sione Takitaki. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he's going to go down again. Sione Takitaki picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. Throwing now is Brady. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on 4th. They do go for it. It's Brady. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Mayfield. This will be caught by Brown. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. First carry for Nick Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And this is caught for a Browns touchdown by Landry. Jarvis Landry there to make the grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And with the rules as touchy as they can be, it's so hard to complete a diving catch in the end zone, but he just did it pretty well.
How about him getting his body, his hands, everything underneath and around the football without it hitting the ground and causing some doubt in the minds of the people who have to look at this and possibly review it. What a tremendous effort and a great catch.
And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final. Play of this first quarter.
The score, Browns 13, Patriots nothing.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision.
And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
180. Hey, alert 33.
So that'll back him up 5.
Good. 180. Watch my board. Watch the backer. Watch the backer.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Good. 180. go, defense.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason McCourty. He's got daylight. The 40, the 30, the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Mayfield looks to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Mayfield to throw it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. He's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of...
It's caught at the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decided.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. He was looking for Edelman there. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's Mayfield, eluding and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kyle Van Noy able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Point it right. Rush in. Pistol. Safety's creeping.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield flushed out right. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
54 Mike. Check.
Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. Dante Hightower on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. 3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th, escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Devin McCourty picks it off. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Looking back to the air on 2nd down. It's Brady. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Now Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Joe Schobert drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, the number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. To throw, Mayfield, flush to his right. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! 58, right over there, right over there. Hurry, hurry! Right there. Hey, Haywood! 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Let's go, D.
Mayfield with it once more. And that is incomplete. It was the veteran Devin McCourty. You got a hand in there to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Well, 58 is the mic. Hey, man, watch the boot. Hurry! Up, up. 58, right over there, yeah. Mike, done.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position.
Wait, that. Round 80. Round 80.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that, because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Exit. Regular.
Following the penalty, Michelle finds a seam inside the 40. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel. 54 yards. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go, D, let's go. Pistol. Hey, let's get this.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
First down, Cleveland.
50. 20. 58, right there. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
A first down throw for Mayfield. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
It's second down and 10.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot. And it's Michel once again. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Let's get it.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's got Sanu. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. From 17 yards out. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Gostkowski with the extra point. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go. 180. Check. Walk 54. Walk 54. I got it.
Mayfield on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP. Coach of the Year, John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, offensive and defensive players. And nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Kirksey leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Brady. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joe Schobert picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Mayfield, he finds Beckham complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield flushed out right. He finds his target, Beckham. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
1st down, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Mayfield now forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Landry that time. 3rd down here.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the 1st half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available.
Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Past the 20. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 61 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. On the ground is Michel. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Christian Kirksey able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And the pressure gets to him again. Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this one is right down the middle. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off.
And my goodness, another interception. Devin McCourty picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington.
And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
Hurry! 58. Run. Hurry!
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I don't even know why.
They'll try to draw now with Chubb. Slips past him.
Where'd he go?
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That good for 19 and a first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Devin McCourty picks it off. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. Landry, the intended target. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Brady now to throw. He'll get this to Devlin, his fullback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Now a first down carry, it's Michel. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Watch the pass. Alert!
Now on 2nd and 13. Brady looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to pull a bit closer. So now a big spot for the Pats as they'll go for 2. Shotgun now for Brady. He's got White here. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And the return here is stopped at at the 35-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not down in the fourth. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Here's Brady. Rolling to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Brady's throw on third down there is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that one, just an absolute killer. A chance to get this back within 1 score.
All hope not gone yet. But at the same time, you're exactly right. They needed to get back within 1 score and have a motivated defense take the field in order to get it back for them for one last big drive.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Now it's Hunt. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hunt. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 47.
54 Mike. Double dog. That's the way.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Throwing, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Mayfield to throw it, being chased out left. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. They run again on first down, Chubb. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of depth.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Snags it for the pick. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah. Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Brady to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. To try again after the sack. Brady escaping the pressure right. And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Brady under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Christian Kirksey able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Tough spot for the Pats now after the sack as Brady will lead them up 3rd and long. One final try now for Brady. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eric Murray. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.